So again, we're going to do an exercise that's about unfolding the state that exists within an addiction. And the idea is like, as you're engaging in the substance or behavior, there's a kind of state of consciousness, a state of embodiment that you're attempting to achieve, whether or not the substance actually gets you there and whether or not it's actually effective or efficient in your life. The idea is just thinking there's something that you're reaching for, and we're just trying to find out what that something is. And so take a few deep breaths and kind of relax and really imagine that you're kind of calling in this loving, non-judgmental energy into your being and your space. Take a breath. And I want you to just think of something that you have used or currently used regularly that has been maybe a little bit disturbing for you in your life. It can be coffee or sugar or social media. But for the purposes of this, maybe choose something that's a little bit low grade in terms of its potential activation or triggeringness for your system, right? Don't choose something that's maybe been like the biggest addiction in your life unless you feel capable of that. And don't choose something maybe that you're actively trying to quit right now because it can make you crave that again, because your being knows how to achieve the state through that thing, and figuring out how to get it other ways is a process. So choose something maybe just a little bit low grade triggering, but that you definitely feel sort of compulsive behavior around. And in that big open space, I'm gonna ask you a few questions. First is just, what's good about this? What do you like about it? How do you actually feel when you're doing it? Maybe even get really specific and remember one perfect time of this behavior, this substance. It's sort of ideal time. What did it really feel like in your body? How did it move you or enable you to move? What were the tastes or smells or sounds? What was it like in your consciousness? How were you able to perceive and to be? And if you got a little bit of this state, make it bigger. Imagine it filling you entirely. Fill yourself with this feeling. Move your body in this way. Maybe there's even a sound that naturally emerges from this state. What sound does this state make, and make that sound now? Notice how you feel. And what is this state? What if it was going to be like a thing in nature? Like a natural phenomenon or a creature, of this world or another world or of the dream realm. What character or cartoon or natural phenomena would this be? And now shapeshift into that. If it's a little hummingbird or a tornado or a French 18th century courtesan, become that thing. And really feel what the core essence of this figure is. And now have this figure turn back to your everyday self. And what tip or message or gift does this figure have for you in your everyday life? And where else in your life do you feel this energy? And what could you do to create more of this energy? And really thank this figure, thank this state. That is a part of you, and that has been there for you. And take some few breaths and come back to your body, come back to the room. Really feel yourself on the ground with your bottom, with your feet. Feel the four walls around you holding you. Now we're going to think about how to apply this in some practical application.